Well, hey, friends. Hey, I have a question to ask Troy here, so excuse me while I ask little Troy. Hey, little Troy. Why? I need to go and do something. So, do you think you can hold down the fort while I'm gone?
What did you say?
I said I need to go and do something. Do you think that you can hold down the fort while I'm gone?
Hold down the fort? What?
Yes, hold down the fort.
Well, I don't understand what you mean. You don't even have a fort. How can I hold down a fort if you don't have a fort? Why in the world would you ask me to hold down the fort?
Whoa, Troy, you never heard that expression? Okay. Well, to hold down the fort means to have somebody take care of a place while the person is gone, such as a store or a home or my office here, like I'm asking you to hold down the fort while I go and do something. Fort is one of those things we often think of from Western movies, but, we have a fort. Hold down the fort. Like I could say, you know what, Troy, I'm going next door to visit Jamie. You stay here and hold down the fort. You need to take over while I'm gone to make sure that everything is working and in its place during my absence. So, Troy, you could have said,
Oh, don't worry, Milt. I'll hold down the fort while you're gone. Okay, well, I guess I can do that.
well, okay, I appreciate that. Well, Troy, let me tell you, though, before I go, that to hold down the fort, that expression comes, as you might think, from the military. That's right. And it actually was an order that was traced back to General William Tecumseh Sherman in 1864 during the American Civil War. And it was an order given to General John Corse at a place called Allatoona. And there, Corse was told to give up so to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. But he refused to surrender, saying he had received an order from Sherman saying, Hold the fort at all costs, for I am coming. Hold the fort at all costs, for I am coming. Well, the records show that the actual words had been hold out, relief is coming. But somehow fort is what was caught on and further popularized with the refrain of hold down the fort. So many of us know it as hold down the fort. Don't give up. Don't give up. When Jesus left the earth after his resurrection, he told his disciples to hold down the fort. Well, he didn't really say it that way, but he did, in one sense, tell his disciples to hold down the fort, and is asking us to continue to do that. In John chapter 14, Jesus told his disciples that he was going to go away, but that he would come back, and in the meantime, while he was away, he was leaving his peace with them, and that the Holy Spirit would come and be with them. And while he was gone, he also charged them. He gave them an order, and he said, Go and tell people about me. And remember, I am with you always. So when Jesus left the earth, he told the disciples basically to hold down the fort, hang on till I come again, and in the meantime, here is what you can do. Go and tell people about me. Live in my peace. Trust the Holy Spirit and know that I am with you. 1 John 3:24 says, Here is how we know that God lives in us. We know it because of the Holy Spirit he gave us. That's right. So, little Troy, the next time that I ask you to hold down the fort, you know what it means, right?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
That's right. So all of us, we're holding down this fort until Jesus returns. We're working for God while we do that. So I hope that you have a day of holding down the fort. That's right, taking care of this charge, of this place that Jesus has left for us. All right, we're going to do our best, aren't we? You have a day filled with joy
and a day filled with peace.
Thanks, Troy.